Giving all praise and honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rachakwadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere shalom to the occupants out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be a really quick video. You can see by the title of this video that I'm doing a video off of. Video put up by Holy Bible Defenders or Elder Karata Zaba, in the, here in the Baltimore camp. Israelite man has now become a reader for his woman. As you see by the title. And you can look at this guy's face, man. It's just like, it is, and you may, you may or may not hear some, language in this video. I'm not sure. But it's all going to be spiritual. It is extremely hard, it seems like, for Jake to follow the laws of the Bible. And you would ask yourself, why in the world is it so hard for Jake to just follow the laws of the Bible, man? Follow the laws. You're literally reading out of a book that tells you that women aren't supposed to be doing what she's doing. Out of that same book, it sits up there and tells you that. What is so hard about being a woman? What is so hard about just learning in silence? It's never good enough for you simps, and I'm blaming you simps mainly, man. Cause a woman, she is, you can call her the weaker vessel. No, when we call a woman weaker vessel, no, we're not calling them weak. We're calling you what you are. You are our weaker counterpart. You are naturally weaker than us. That's nothing wrong with that. What is wrong with nature? You guys, you call yourself Israelites, man. She said that yeah, my brother. This entire intro is pure cringe. I'm telling you. It is. You look at it for yourself, man. This whole thing is pure cringe. And it's really sad. And again, you will ask yourself, why in the world is it so hard for Jake to just follow the laws of the Bible and just keep it simple? Right? It could be numerous reasons. One of the reasons is because it's just YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They look for the fame. Good job. You got that sister up there. Good job, sister. Good preaching, brother and sister, or sister and brother. Good job. Good job. What is but then when somebody attacks her, right, and does videos on her and making her look crazy, you get mad. Why you gotta bring my woman into this, man? See, y'all bringing that Western um that Western culture into the Israelite the so-called Israelite community, and you're going to realize really soon how much it just doesn't mix. Okay, if you are going to do stuff like this, here's my advice. If you are going to do stuff like this, make sure she's equal all the way. Don't sit up there and try to protect her. She's a woman. She's a sister. She's a woman. No, 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 no. Because now you're having her do a man's job. So that means since she could do a man's job, she could take on the same pressure as men. So don't protect her. Let her be equal all the way. If you're going to do this, let her be equal all the way. And then we'll see how it plays out, man. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be good. Let her be equal all the way. This is the last thing that we have as men. And men are ruining it. Or trying to ruin it. Because this isn't the truth, so you can't ruin it. The truth is the truth. But you see how men are trying to ruin it. And I guarantee you, you're going to have more women speak against this than men. I guarantee you that. Because that's the way this society is going now. You got more men fighting for feminism and this so-called women's rights. While you got women saying, no, that's BS. Cut it out. That's BS. We're gonna get some scriptures, man. Absolutely stiff-necked people. Israelites have a can't get right spirit, man. You just can't keep things simple. Why is it so hard? What is so hard about being a man and a woman? Mainly a woman. What is so hard about that, man? They seem like these women just can't get enough, man. These men can't get enough of putting their women up there as trophies. Look at me, I got a sister. She's preaching now. I'm bringing in the new. You see what's going on, right? Back then, way back in the day, everybody had more structure. But as time went on, and as women started getting more and more rights, right? And things have started changing. Look at the households today. Look at this. Does this look natural at all? Look, when you listen to this is like, come on, man. You can't be serious. And everybody talk about we evolved. Man, I can't even tell what the hell is a male or female these days. You talk about evolution. You see these bad little children, and then what these old heads try to do is sit up there, yeah, man, this generation. Man, I don't want to hear that generational crap no more. Because the thing is, when I see these mothers and I see these grandmothers with these pink wigs, having pink hair dye and stuff like that, and spandies, and their great granddaughters are doing the same thing, I don't want to hear nothing about no generational BS. Right? I don't want to hear nothing about that. When a grandson is as grimy as the damn great grandfather, I don't want to hear none of that, man. I don't want to hear none of that generational crap from people in the world. You old heads in the world, man. Oh man, this generation. All this feminist crap. Where do you think this stuff started, man? The oldest men are feminists. You know, you got 70-year-old men sit up there, you know, women are smarter than the men. While you got 12-year-olds sitting up there saying, no, that's not the case. You tell me what about the generation. Yeah, you can say, sure, this generation is bad. But every generation was bad before that, after the previous. Come on, man. Don't give me that crap. Anyway, we are extremely stiff-necked, man. Exodus chapter 34, I just typed in stiff-necked, and this is the result that came up. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of roll through some of these. Exodus chapter 32, verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people, man. Very stiff-necked, man. We can't get right. Jake has a can't get right spirit, man. It's always something. It's always something with Jake. And now Jake is stooping this low as to putting that woman up there and as the speaker, and he's the reader. He's the subordinate. Like the elder said, man, they're going out of their wits. They're going out of their wits for women. They got off the throne and gave the throne to the woman. And you know what everybody in the world would say? Yeah, man, that's what I call a real man. How the hell is that being a real man? You know what that is, right? That's insecurity. And they'll say that a man that won't do stuff like that is insecure. That's not insecurity. That what I just now mentioned, like I said, what he's doing, that's an insecurity on both of their end. She cannot stay in her lane as to being a woman. She has to be seen. He wants her to be seen, and he wants to be viewed as a real brother, a real man. That's insecurity. These simps that do what they do, you don't put your hands on a woman, even if she smacks you with a stop sign. You don't put your hands on a woman. You know that's insecurity. When they out doing stuff like that, that's serious insecurity, man. Right? You're insecure about yourself. You see, we do this a lot. You know what I'm saying? We get into these conversations a lot, and we throw it right back at y'all. Don't question us. We question you. Why are you so insecure about you? You want the world to view you as this world standards men, instead of actually being a real man or trying to be a real man and not giving a goddamn what this world says. Because real men in this world are going to be looked at as garbage. Let's be honest. They're going to have we're going to have the most problems getting women, right? I don't want to say problems getting women, but we're going to have the most problems out of them because we're not going to take a lot of the BS these women try to give us. See, when men do that for a woman, again, that's an insecurity. Okay, Exodus 33 and 3. Unto a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in the midst of the tree, for thou art a stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee in the way. All right. 33 and 5. It says, For the Lord has said unto Moses, say unto the children of Israel, ye are a stiff-necked people. I will come up into the midst of thee in a moment and consume thee. Therefore, now put off thy ornaments from thee, that I may know what to do unto thee. Okay. So, like I said, we're just going to keep it moving. Deuteronomy 9 and 13. Yeah, why not? It says, furthermore, the Lord spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. What does stiff-neck mean? Let's go there real quick. Just so we have a better understanding of what we're reading here. Okay, here we go. Hard, cruel, severe, obstinate, hard, difficult. So it's a very stubborn, stiff-necked, rigorous. Okay, so hard-headed, pretty much. Hard-headed ass people. Hard-headed people. And then everybody wonders, well, everybody thinks that, our the torture that happened to us under Esau, right? Through the Spirit of the Lord. Everybody thinks that was so wrong. Well, I mean, yeah, the Lord made Esau for us to get mad at. And yeah, it was wrong. And that's why the Lord is the Lord made Esau to be our enemies. And we're going to get vengeance on our enemies when the Lord is ready. At the same time, no, that wasn't really all that wrong, because we understand that anything that's of the Lord is righteous. So us going through what we're going through, and what we've been through is absolutely righteous. You want to know why? Because every time we went against the Lord throughout the Bible, all throughout the scriptures, what did he do? He gave us into the hand of our enemies. When we prayed unto the Lord and we humbled ourselves down, we bowed ourselves down, and we cried unto the Lord for help, because we was catching so much hell from our enemies, which he did. What did he do? He found a way to deliver us out, to deliver us from the trouble, whether it be taking them down, whether it be some trick happened for them to back off of us, or whatever happened. Right? A lot of times it was the Lord put the Spirit on us or put the Spirit on Israelites to take down the oppressor. Right? A lot of times. But yeah, that's what happened. So some of the reasons as to why the Lord has done this is because of this reason right here. Because we're stiff-necked. We're hard-headed. We just can't get right. We always got to find a way to go off. And we knew this is not by surprise. We knew a guy like this, and even with this same dorky look, you know what I'm saying? The lonely dork We knew that this was going to happen. I remember we was joking about that not about a few years ago. It was like, man, eventually, man, Jake gonna have that women out there in dresses, and they gonna be on the side reading. Expect to see that next, if it ain't already happening. Expect to see, because we've already seen women try to stand out there and sort of, quote unquote, prophesy, and boy was it cringy. I could, when you look at a movie and you see this, you see that they have a serious habit of making the smallest woman, they couldn't even make her look half intimidating looking, man. You know what I'm saying? They love making the smallest woman a damn high-ranking officer in these movies, especially these Asian movies, man. The smallest, shortest woman, and all these big men standing there, like that doesn't even look right. You can't take nobody like that seriously, man. And leave it to Hollywood. One of those big ass men that are being insubordinate, she'll beat his ass, right? And in real life, if you see there's some stuff like that in real life, these men, they ball up and let it happen, man. They just ball up. It's fake, man. It's absolutely fake. And then you'll see something like that on the news. Oh, the little old woman, she beat off a young 20-year-old burglar. And he got his arms over his face crying and shit because he don't want to hit a little old lady. It's simple. It's just like that, man. But you got the dumb people. Damn, she beat his ass. It's at this world, these men, these women are absolutely pathetic. Everything about this world is absolutely pathetic, and it's just sad, man. This man, this man is sad and pathetic, man. And we call men like this sad and pathetic in their faces, man, especially at camp. Cause this is just disgusting. This is stiff neck. This right here is exactly why the Lord put us through that torture that He put us through. This reason right here, because this is sin. This is sin. We going to get that. You see, people, Jake don't realize that they're willfully sinning, man. That is sin, because it is a commandment for a woman to be silent, man. It tells you how a woman is supposed to act, and it tells you how a man is supposed to act. Neither one of these sad species are doing anything accordingly, right? So what we're gonna do? Let's get rebellious children. Let's get rebellious children. Then we're gonna go into what I said, that is actually a sin. Okay. Isaiah, see, this is just as bad. Let me be honest. This is just as bad as eating pork, crab, shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Committing adultery. This is just as bad because it's a sin. Committing adultery is a sin. This right here is a sin. You thinking the kingdom of heaven. See, in the kingdom of heaven, there is going to be no such thing as sin. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody's going to do it. Right? You think in the kingdom of heaven, stuff like this is going to happen? No, because it's a sin. This right here is going to be done away with. Why? Because it is a sin. It is in the law, a law that you can keep to some degree, for the most part. It's a woman just learning in silence. That's not hard. That's one of the easiest laws in there. That's not hard. Come on, man. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. This is the exact definition of adding sin to sin. Not only do you have Jakes out there letting their woman read for them, that's off, but now you're putting a sin on top of a sin, and now you have role reversed the entire situation now, all the way. So now, Now, you're the subordinate, and she's your leader. And again, everybody would say, "Yeah, that's a man right there. That's a man right there." No, that's an insecurity little bitch. That's an insecure little bitch. It's sad. That's a real man right there. And then again, what they'll say is that we're insecure because we don't do anything like that. I remember we had an Edomite ask, "Where the women at? I just see y'all out here. Where the women at?" What? That was a few years ago. Where the women at? And you know what we told them? They said they home being women, or you know what I'm saying. Well, we didn't tell them anything because we don't owe anybody an explanation. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think we acknowledged the guy. He just walked by. Where the woman at? Where the woman? He said he did it like 4 times. We ain't even acknowledge him, man. Cause it's just like, who are you? We don't owe you no explanation. Where's your woman at? You know what I'm saying? Where's your woman at? Up the street getting jackhammered, getting plunged. Don't worry about where mine at. Worry about where yours at. Cause y'all ain't got no control over y'all women. Y'all gave them freedom. So that means y'all need to worry about where y'all woman at. Don't worry about ours. Right? Anyway, you put a covering on, but not of the Lord's Spirit, and this is why you look like this. This is exactly why you look like this. You know, you can always tell the look of a damn simp. And what's even more sad is, you have simps calling other people simps, meaning y'all absolutely have no idea what the word simp mean, or exactly what a simp is, man. Y'all have an idea. But these red pill guys, they simps too. These red pill gurus all over the internet, man, the stuff they be saying, man, they be going off. This is why I don't like looking at their videos. They be going the hell off. So now we're going to get into that sin part, okay? Romans. Actually, we're gonna get what exactly is sin. We already know this, okay? Not John. First John. 3 and 4. So like I ain't mean to get Saint John. I meant to get First John. Okay, 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth against the law, for sin is the transgression of law. Now, what are the wages of sin? It's Romans chapter 6 and verse 23. This is what happens when you sin. For the wages of sin is death. Okay. Now, let me see something here. Let me see something here. You know what? I never noticed this. Hold on. The Greek word for death is thanatos. Didn't know that. Okay. That's pretty interesting. All right. Anyway. Now, the reason I'm getting this definition of death, because everybody thinks that when we talk about death, it's just, you know, a spirit leave body type deal. And that's not always the case. That's why I'm getting this definition of death. Now, the works of sin is death. When you look at this guy's face, is death. When you look at her face, is death. Right? Anyway. It says the death of the body. It says that separation, whether natural or violent, of the soul and the body, by which the life on earth is ended. Now, that's one definition of death, right? It says with the implied idea of future misery in hell. Okay. That's pretty interesting, right? It says the power of death. It says since the netherworld, we already know where this goes into, you know, this situation. This place right now is pretty much the netherworld. It's pure evil here, man. It says the abode of the dead was conceived as being very dark, right? It is relevant to the region of thickest darkness, Okay, figuratively, a region enveloped in the darkness of ignorance and sin. Okay, the loss of that life which alone is worthy of the name. Now that could also mean the reputation too. Okay, it says the misery of the see, here we go. This is why I said, that's why I got this definition. Do you see this? It says the misery of the soul arising from sin, which begins on earth but lasts and increases after the death of the body in hell. Again, we already know where this hell doctrine goes. Okay, it says the miserable state of of the wicked dead in hell, meaning, since we have an understanding of that hell doctrine, this death is not always talking about soul leaving body type of situation. No, this is talking about increasing in misery, okay, death, like being put to death for not taking the MOTB. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. It's not always talking about being put to death, as in being killed, or it says they shall kill you. No, it's pretty much saying you're going to be an outcast. Okay, you're going to be an outcast. So there are different ways of looking at death, right? That spirit leave body situation is the lucky root. The wages of sin are death, and there's so many forms of death that you better hope that is just you being taken out of here. You better hope that. Or it could be this, the miserable state of the wicked dead in hell, which we understand that this is hell. Okay? So the can't get right spirit, man, it's going to be destroyed. But this is exactly why the Lord always puts us through hell, because of situations like this, man. And everybody would say, we don't deserve this. Yes, you do. Every time I look at this guy's face, it makes me always remember the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Man, we deserve everything you gave to us, man. But we gonna get out of here, man. We gonna have vengeance on our enemies. But this is exactly why we're put in this punishment. This right here. It's sad and it's pathetic. Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. That's all I got on this. Shalom.